Good morning, everybody. It is Friday currently, and first and foremost, I'm gonna have a busy schedule this weekend. So it's something to keep me busy this weekend. I also want to mention, I really want to title this video, "It Feels Like My Goals Are So Far Away." And what I mean by my goals, even just things like getting a new phone, getting a car. I was just sitting on the porch this morning. Adam, stop messing with the door, okay? Stop. It just feels like my goals are so far away. Like, I need a new phone. You guys know I need a car, and I want to move out. Will move out. It just be feeling like these things are so unattainable and so far away. And I think about these things every day. I think about getting a new phone, new car, and moving out every single day. I've been thinking about having my own place every day for the past 10 years. And I feel like we are finally making real progress to actually being able to achieve those goals. I just think for me, I feel like I'm so used to failing in life at this point. I'm so used to my plans not working out. I'm so used to things not working out. I'm so used to failing that I almost feel like, am I actually going to succeed this time? Like, am I actually going to be able to do the things that I want to and need to do? Am I finally going to get my life together? Or is this too good to be true? And is something going to happen and sabotage everything? Like, am I going to get fired from all of my jobs and I'm going to have to start all the way over again? I don't know. I sit here and I see my computer equipment. I'm going to be starting in less than 2 weeks at this point. Pretty much almost a week, I'll be starting my full-time job. And, we have 4 more months left, 4 good months left in this year. And my plans is to, well, first and foremost, get a new phone. My phone, I talk about this so much. My phone, this is my backup phone anyway, because my other phone, it's getting worse. Like, my phone is getting worse. What's up? And I really, really need a new phone. That's going to be probably one of the first big things I'm going to need to get. Second of all, I'm going to need to buy my son some shoes for school. He only has 1 pair of shoes that he wears to school. Everything else, he's good. I just wanted to contribute to getting him shoes. So I haven't been able to receive any decent money yet. You know what I'm saying? The best money that I've received so far is the $100 that I had received from last weekend working. Well, of course, $100 ain't much. It don't really last. I had to buy food and things like that this week. All week I had to just buy food. And I did buy a birthday present for my friend, but my food stamps is in review. So, I would love for that money to go towards something else. But for now, it has to go to food because we have to eat every day. And my food stamps is not coming through. So either way, $100 was never going to be like a lot of money to be able to do much with anyway. Third of all, I really need to buy a car. So once I get a new phone, get some shoes. Really, I'm probably going to get the shoes first because I feel like that's even more important than my phone. But even then, my phone is important because I need it for my part-time job. Like, literally for my part-time job, I have to use a mobile device and my laptop. So my phone can't be tripping too much to where I have to use it for work. And then, but yeah. And then I will be expeditiously moving towards saving up for a car and buying a car. Even when it comes to that, it feels like saving up for a car feels so unattainable. It feels like just buying the car. Like, I don't know if I can even envision it. And it's such a small goal. It's really not small, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm so used to struggling. I'm so used to struggling for so long that I'm entering a new era in my life. I'm finally slowly entering a new era where I probably won't be struggling anymore, because I've kind of done the math and I'll probably be making close to $4,000 a month. To me, $4,000 a month is not struggle territory. It gets into the territory of comfortable money. And it just, even that doesn't all the way feel real. And I think a lot of it is because it has taken so long for me to start working my jobs. My part-time job, okay, I've actually started. I've been able to kind of start, but not even fully. I've just been having a training week. This week has been a week of training. So next week, I should be maybe having a full work week starting my part-time job. Then the following week, the first week of September, I will finally be starting training with my full-time job, and everything will be in effect, you know? And I just sit here and I'm just so ready. Like, I don't think I've ever been any more ready. I've never been more ready to start a job than I have been now. And a lot of it, once again, is because it's taken so long. It has taken a month, over a month, from the date of me getting hired till actually starting. Same with my part-time job. I thought I was going to be able to work my part-time job sooner, and even that has dragged out. So I've been doing a lot of thinking in between this time, and I don't know if that has done me any good, because I'll tell you what, I do a lot of overthinking. And once again, for someone like me, I'm so used to struggling that I just sometimes feel like I don't even know if I'm really going to be able to make it. I don't know if I'm really going to actually do this, even though I so desire. It is all I want. All I want is just to make it. All I want is to accomplish my goals. These aren't crazy, unrealistic goals. Get a new phone, get my child some shoes for school, get a car, move out my parents' house. Even when it comes to moving out of my parents' house, it feels like such an impossible thing. It feels so impossible because it's taken me 10 years to get to this point. For 10 years, I haven't been able, this is what I'm trying to say. For 10 years, all my plans have failed. Any plans that I've had for 10 years have failed.
I'm thirsty too. I'm thirsty too.
I don't even like Powerade Zero. I bought this on accident. So I've been slowly sipping off of it anytime I really need something to drink. You want to drink that?
I'll take this. This is pink.
Mm-hmm.
I want to drink it.
It's very cold.
It's been cold. Why is the top cold?
Because it's cold. It's been in the refrigerator.
Why are you putting it in the refrigerator?
So it can be cold. I like cold drinks.
And then like.
And then my refrigerator right here is completely empty. Like completely empty. That was the only thing that was in the refrigerator. Otherwise, there's nothing. I don't have any water in there. I don't have anything. And yes, I'm waiting for my food stamps to be renewed because I'm going through a renewal process. But at the same time, like, you know, I've just been having to kind of buy money out of my own pocket. Buy food out of my own pocket. And I don't fully know what my food situation is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to renew. Stop! Okay?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to renew or if I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands. I just think about, even when it comes to government assistance, if I am making decent money, you know, these programs might sit here and say, actually, you make too much money now, like, you know, and I might have to take matters into my own hands for a lot of things, which is fine. I just need to know. I just need to know. So I can prepare for it. But I do notice that when I used to work at Walmart, I used to see people work nurse jobs. I used to see people work office jobs on food stamps. So, like, truth be told, don't think that food stamps, it just be the poorest of the poor who be on food stamps. I mean, it be people with good jobs. Apparently. Now, I'm not pocket watching. I can't really see how much money you're making and apparently, or how many kids you have, because that matters too, you know, but
Mom and Dad are
it just kind of seems like there's people with good jobs who are on food stamps. Like, once again, if you think that it's just poor people on food stamps who ain't got nothing, like, think wrong, because there's a lot of, like, normal earning people who are on food stamps. But I also, like I said, it also depends on your family size, how many kids you have to take care of. So I don't mind being cut off from government assistance if I am making enough money to make it, you know, because truth be told, I think a lot of people look at government assistance as something that they want to have forever. They look at it something, shh, Adam, okay? They look at government assistance as like, the government's taking care of me. Why would I want to get rid of that? Or some people choose not to get married. Some people choose not to work a better job. Some people literally want all their government assistance, the Section 8 housing, the food stamps, the Medicaid. Some people want that so bad that they're willing to not get married. They're willing to not get a better job. They're willing to not do better in life because they are so accustomed and so used to the government taking care of them. And truth be told, I don't necessarily want to do that myself. Sure, I use government assistance when I need it, because best believe I have been in a state of struggle for many years, and I just now got food stamps like a year ago. I have been incredibly struggling, and I'm one of those people that actually really needed it. But I'm not going to not make more money just to stay on government assistance. You know, if I can make more money, then I'm going to make more money. And if I have to just put matters in my own hands and pay for these things myself, then I'm just going to do that, because I just feel like government assistance keeps you stuck. It keeps you in a stuck kind of mindset, even when it comes to Section 8 housing or like just like affordable housing. I know a lot of people who are miserable being in income-based housing because like they're like, I can't wait to get out of income-based housing, because you know what, these people all up in my business and I can't do nothing. I can't da-da-da-da. Hey, I'll take it, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are people who will be more than happy and delighted to take the income-based housing, but I don't know, it's just, I think once you've been living in income-based housing for a while, you know the ins and outs, and you're just kind of like, I'm ready to get out, you know?
Mom, you see what the last one.
So yeah, but ultimately, I still just feel like I just feel like I just have these moments where, Adam, I can't even think right now. I just have these moments where my parents, like, I still have the issues that I have with my family, and although it may not be every single day, it is ongoing, and it's always ongoing as long as I'm here, you know? And it's been so peaceful when, like, it's really peaceful when my mom works at the office. When she leaves home and goes to work in the office, she has a hybrid thing where there are days where she works from home and there are days where she works at the office. Today she works from home. My grandma's home. It just seems like, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday was so peaceful because my mom was gone and my grandma was gone, which is a very rare occurrence. I mean, extremely rare. But it gave me a preview of what life could be like living by myself with my kids. It gave me a preview. And of course, there's a lot of logistics that are going to be involved, like having to figure out, well, just thinking about where I'm going to live, because I feel like I'm going to live, my best friend, she lives in these apartments, and she's looking at some other apartments that are just being built, and she's wanting to move over there. Between her, me, and her other friend, we're probably all going to, all planning to move next year. And we're all planning to move to those apartments, those brand new apartments that they're building next year, which are much cheaper anyway. Like, you're going to be paying market rate, apparently, but the market rate for these apartments are some of the lowest I've seen. She only pays like $1,000 for what she has, which is a one bedroom. She said these other apartments, you can get a 2-bedroom for the price she pays for 1 bedroom, and she's talked to the people. So I'm really wanting to see what that's about once I get a car and all this stuff. But you know, that's kind of one of my plans, is just like see what she's gonna do and kind of like go in that direction, because she says 1 bedroom is $910, you know. So truthfully, that sounds really up my alley. It sounds good. Hopefully there's space. Even when it comes to apartment, I can't talk too much right now, but I do know that I want something that's somewhat spacious. And the reason why I say this is because, once again, my best friend's apartment is very spacious for the price she's paying. Once again, she's only paying about $1,000 a month, but she has very decent amount of space in her apartment, versus her first apartment. Her first apartment was a lot smaller and she was paying like almost double the price. So I look at that. I want something with a balcony, which she said those apartments have balconies. I would love a balcony because I love sitting on the porch. And number 3, which is a given, something with a lot of sunlight, something with a lot of, I don't want to say necessarily a lot of windows, but just enough windows to where natural light can come in. I'm gonna tell you, when I get my own place, windows are going to be very important. This has always been something I've always kind of wanted, is like, it's kind of like, you know, that video that I made where it was like my new house, right? That kind of vibe. The windows were just open, they were just there. I was just able to film with no lighting. I didn't need to turn on one light, which there were lights in the house, don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to tell you, I really didn't need to turn on any lights to film. It was just so beautifully lit with the sunlight coming through the windows that it was just perfect. Like, that to me is so perfect. And I think that's a big reason why I really enjoyed being at that house, is because it just was so bright and empty and spacious. It's not necessarily just the new house thing, which it is. I do love new houses, but it was more so, first of all, I love space. I'm more of a minimalist. You may not can tell with this raggedy office. I hate this. My background, I hate this. I hate this. What I love is big open space. I'm gonna have very minimal things when I move. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have what's important, but I'm a minimalist. So
can I get this?
I need space, and I need open space, and I need windows, sunlight. Those are 2 things that would just lift my depression, even though I'm not really depressed. Stop.
Look at this.
Why?
Because
Those are two things that are very, very important to me when I get a place. A balcony, limited items, so like lots of space, and windows. I'm not going to be the type of person that keeps the blinds closed day and night. I get it, nighttime, I get it, but in the daytime, baby, in my room, I don't have blinds. Well, one thing is my kids broke them, but even when I did have them, they were always open, even at nighttime. Now it's different here because what's behind our house is just woods, like, you know, but that's just kind of giving you an idea of the type of person that I am. But it's still dark. It's extremely dark in this house. It's extremely dark. We have these like things on our windows that makes our house even darker than what it already was. And let me tell you something, I don't like a dark house. And this is another reason why me and Renee probably wouldn't be compatible when we move out, because he likes a dark room. His room, even when we be spending the night over there, he keeps stuff over his windows so it's dark at all times. I hate that. Hate. I hate that so much. I can't do it. I have to have sunlight, bro. I don't get how someone can just stay in the house, cover their windows, and just never get sunlight. Like, that's incredibly depressing for me. If you want me to have depression, that's how to do it. Put me in a dark house. Guess what? This house is kind of dark. On top of all the other bull crap that goes on here. And even when we talk about getting a car, like finally being able to go where I want to, where I need to. There are places that I need to go. This is going to sound really bad, but I needed toilet paper for like 2 weeks. I ran out of toilet paper, so I had to use these little napkins, these type of napkins. I've been having to use that as toilet paper for like 2 weeks. I finally was able to get toilet paper because my grandma let me use the car the other day. I finally was able to get toilet paper. That just shows the state of how sad it is with me not having a car. I can't even take care of things that I need to take care of. I know some people may be like, well, you can just order stuff. I don't have Amazon Prime right now, first of all. Second of all, even if I did, it's still like I be going to the Dollar Tree to get like dollar toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my certain places that I like to go for certain things. I'm not the type of person that orders everything from Amazon. But even when it comes to ordering stuff, a lot of times I do have to probably just order things. Like, I had to order Uber Eats yesterday because I don't have a car. I wouldn't have ordered something for delivery yesterday if I would have had a car. I'm not saying I would never order delivery ever again, but what I am saying is I wouldn't have to do it because I don't have any other options. My mom drove her car, my grandma went somewhere, she was gone, so there was no car. So if I didn't do that, I would have been stuck out. I would have been like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have the money, or if I wasn't able to do delivery, me and Adam would have just been sitting here hungry. And I know it's really no one's responsibility, but it's just like, once again, you know, y'all know my situation and y'all be making it harder for me. That's why when I get me a car and when I move out, I'm not saying I'm gonna go no contact. I'm not saying I'm gonna go no contact, but it's gonna be, it ain't gonna be cupcakes and rainbows either. It ain't gonna be, oh, you can just come to my place whenever you want to. It ain't gonna be, we gonna be best friends or anything. Like, I'm so deeply hurt by the past 10 years. I mean, this is deep rooted. Deep. And a part of me does want to go no contact. Like, a part of me does want to just actually go no contact. A part of me wants to be real sneaky and just not even tell my parents anything, and just one day, and just really prepare everything. One day, just completely move and do everything on my own and just be gone, and just leave a note saying, hey, I left. I got everything that I needed to do and I left. Sure, I appreciate you for the things that you were able to help me with and everything, but also let's not, I won't say this, but I know with myself, like, I think people who are narcissistic and verbally abusive and things like that, like, sure, they're not all bad. Sure, they do some things for you. They're not all bad, but let's not ignore the fact that there was a lot that I had to go through because of y'all. But they'll never see that. That's the thing. People like this, they never see that. They never know or realize that they were a part of the problem. I'm not saying that I'm a full-blown victim of anything, but I will say my parents, I know the way I'm supposed to be treated. I know. I'm just not going to get into it. Because I saw this girl do a video on TikTok where she literally snuck out of her parents' house. She got everything in place secretly behind closed doors. She planned for 6 months and finally got a suitcase, a plane ticket, and just left her family a note. And left and never came back. And honestly, that type of energy is literally the type of energy I would love to do to some degree. But to some degree, I also kind of feel like, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go no contact in reality. But what my family doesn't know is that when I become self-sufficient, when I become independent, it's going to be scary for y'all. Y'all ain't gonna really know me no more. We ain't gonna be close no more. That's all I'm trying to say. We're not gonna be close. I'm not gonna be coming over. You ain't gonna be coming. See, what they used to do with my cousin, which we're not really close with many of our family. They used to show up at her house unannounced. Like after church, they used to just show up at her house. And you could just tell the look in her face, like, she just was not prepared for them to come over. And I'm like, try to do that shit with me. Try to come over my house unannounced. I'm not going to answer the door. Try to come over unannounced. Please. You're not going to get a key to my house. Like, there's just so many boundaries that are going to be there when I move. And I also mentioned in another video, the glow up. I'm going to go through a glow up as well. I'm going to go through a glow up. I won't talk too much about that. But, because one thing is, I have been working out consistently for the past 2 months. I can't really see much of a difference in my body too much, but I do feel different. I mean, that's just another video for another day to talk about my fitness journey. But yes, I've been very consistent with working out. If anything, I'm going to work out today. I do need to mow the backyard. So I might count that as my workout today, because I just worked out last night and I need to work out early today so that I can take my hair down, wash my hair. And because I'm just going to have a busy weekend and I need to wash my hair and do all that. And I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. There's just a lot that's going on this weekend. But I'm telling you, independence is going to be dangerous. Like, my parents, if they only knew, when I become real independent, I get my own car, I get my own place. When I'm actually independent, it's going to be real dangerous for them. And I think maybe they possibly know that. I think my mom in particular, she's okay with it. She wants me to be independent. She wants me to get my life together, as a parent should. I know that she kind of resents me being here and resents me like not having my life together for so long, even though she doesn't really say it, but I know she resents it. I can tell, you know? So she'll be like thrilled for me to leave. My grandma, it's so funny because she talks shit about me, but she always tells me like, you need to just stay here forever. You need to stay here until I pass away. Like, you need to stay here till the kids are grown. Like, you just need to stay here. And I'm just thinking to my back of my mind, we'll see, because once I get my life together, there's nothing you can do. Once I get my life together and I'm able to really leave, there's nothing you can do anymore. So you can sit and cry and say that you need to stay and all these things. You can freak out, whatever you want to do. It's been a long time coming. Once I finally move, I know it's going to be incredibly emotional once I really be able to do these things, because it's not just accomplishing a goal, it's understanding the lack that I have had to experience. It's understanding the things I've had to go through because of being somewhat dependent. I'm not really dependent on my family, but unfortunately I kind of am. Like, I don't ask them for anything. Or anything like that. They don't take care of me or my kids, but it's just kind of like, since I'm under their roof, things are complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm just to myself and out the way. Like, they're intertwined in my life. And it's going to be the countless days. It's going to be the 10 years of crying and feeling, just wanting to desperately leave. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be so emotional when I do finally leave, because it's just going to be the deep rooted countless days and nights of wishing I could leave to finally be able to do it. For 10 years, been wanting to leave. Plans just fall out of place. And as a Christian, you really think to yourself, God, am I being punished? Like, what is really going on here? Am I being punished? Because so these other people who are living sinful lives and doing God only knows what for money, oh, they're just living their life. They're going on vacations. They have nice houses, nice cars. They do whatever they want. They buy designer stuff. They out here living their best life. And yeah, I get it. When we die, we're inherited the kingdom, but I do know that God can bless people in this life too. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to wait till death to have a good life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that God can bless people here on earth, but unfortunately, a lot of God's servants have to suffer by being the bigger person, doing the right thing and being the bigger person is suffering. It's plans falling through. It's things not going good. The list goes on. And I could sit here and talk for hours about this. I really could. But I know that I'm going to need to pretty much wrap this video up. But truthfully, to wrap this video up, I'm still in a limbo state. I haven't started working yet, even though we're almost there. And I hope that this time kind of just flies by. In a way, I hope the rest of this year kind of flies by so I can take care of the things I need to take care of. And because technically the month that I've been waiting this month, it's kind of technically flew by already. So I'm hoping that this time can fly by and I can go ahead and buy a phone. And I can go ahead and buy my sons some shoes. And I can go ahead and get a car. And I can go ahead and take care of these things. Save up some money for when I move out. And when I move out, or just at least, I may not move out this year, but I definitely will be moving out next year. Definitely. I will get a car before the end of this year. I hope to get a car before Halloween. That's honestly my goal, is to get a car before Halloween. So hold me to that. I'm gonna hold myself to it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to do that. That is my goal. Before Halloween, have a car. By the time this year is over, be ready. I'm gonna be really looking, and I'm gonna be taking the steps to move out, so that next year, and I'm not talking about the end of next year, I'm talking about literally like maybe towards the beginning of next year, I'm gonna be taking the steps to move out.